So we last left off with taking on the job for a criminal. So where do I go from here?
All right then.
Oh yeah, right, and the bounty from last time too. Oh, what's a whippersnapper like you doing here? Don't tell me. Are you actually thinking of thinking of participating in the tournament for the throne? Oh, the audacity of youth. That's rich. A mere fledgling with no history or experience to speak of as king? The idea makes me sick to my stomach.
No, thank you.
The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of a great age, one with years of experience. And yet upstart schoolchildren like you and Luis dare to... Huh, it hardly matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. I'd be happy to give the eulogy at your funeral. I suppose he's a candidate too? Hey, would it be alright if we accepted the bounty contract for Heisme? Heisme? You sure you can handle that? You can't be held liable if you get yourself killed out there. Of course I can. You're an odd one, alright? Either that or you're just green. Head to Matira. You can probably get more information there.
Let's focus.
I need to find and bring in Heisme, a notorious criminal tied to a series of kidnappings in Matira. Despite his bounty, he has evaded capture, and his true identity remains a mystery.
Let's call it.
Okay, got the contract. Let's head back to the inn for now. My money!
No registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
Oh, no, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
It was not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
The opening ceremony for the tournament is tomorrow.
Let's rest.
You should probably stay inside and rest today. So, are you gonna pull a Morgana and tell me not to leave? Tomorrow's the opening ceremony. I shouldn't go out right now. Okay, well, at least it wasn't Gallica telling me not to.
Fancy a bit of info?
Okay. Can I talk to Maria? I haven't seen Maria since I came back from the recruitment center. I wonder if something's wrong. Guess not.
Now then.
Our preparations seem to be proceeding without issue. Well, apart from one massive overtuned uncertainty. Never mind. Forgive me my mutterings. Just, please do not be surprised, no matter what we're presented with.
Don't push yourself too much.
Tomorrow you depart. Maria will assuredly miss you dearly. So please come back and say hello when you can, even if it's only every once in a while.
Hey!
I asked Fabienne for a map of Matsira. She gave me the one from Grius' personal effects. It covers all the main roads. You may have found one in town, but a military map always has more details.
Yeah.
Fabienne continues to be our anchor. To pay her back, let's achieve our goals. The bed is simple but clean, and has an aroma that reminds me of a clear sunny day. Maybe it's time to call it a night? Yes.
Good night.
Rest well.
Can I come in?
Want to read some more?
Not today. You're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabienne I wouldn't cry.
It's alright. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again. Can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
Promising returns. Maria is waiting for us to return home and regale her with tales of the strange and distant places we visit.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now, you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
Don't worry about it.
'Tis kind of you to say. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
I remember your stunt getting me flung in the wastes.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two? So, it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, 'tis not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Juna!
Lady Juna!
Faraway sky, blue and clear. Echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand. Faraway sky, faraway sky so clear. Let my wish echo far beyond the
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78 Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden! Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, It's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Friar! Where's Count Louise?
All right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow. If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Don't you behave!
A land runner? It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for the... It'll crash!
Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What ho? Isn't she a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time.
That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all.
Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
My support is changing. I ended up standing out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this a part of my mission to aid the prince.
Just a sec.
Whoa, what's with this thing? Is this our carriage?
Can you hear me?
Shall I just run her along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now, let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What's happening right now?
Let's see.
We want to go to a place called Matara. Old Castle Town, I think? Should be a way south.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Matara. Here it is. Down to Matara, eh? On this craft's legs. Oh, I'd say that'll be 4 days, 3 nights about.
Oh.
4 days and 3 nights? That's a great deal faster than a carriage. Surely the roads would be safer at that kind of speed. Jolly good. Now cinch those britches, chaps. Full steam ahead to Matara Old Castle Town.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you used to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. Ha! It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg. Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable. Neurus? Are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
Too much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good God. this? A gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Nuras, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the Balliol runner alone.
Look, this runner... it is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate. For both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes.
Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where last I heard? So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay His mercy.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world. I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think? Well, if we die, we all die together.
Ha! The boy's bold as brass.
'Tis not an invitation, you dolt. Eyes on the road.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and greasework. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brialhaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
I trust all of you completely.
Good enough for me. A captain's got to trust his crew, after all. The bounty's Heisme, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Right, then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. Now I'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
The Gauntlet Runner. The Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as the strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with it. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on your way there.
Oh yeah?
I've never been in a Gauntlet Runner. Kinda wanna see what the engine room's like.
What's this?
There's some mellow milk and fragrant spice. I wonder who's brought them here. I could use these for cooking.
This?
Beneath this cloth, there seems to be a big barrel. I wonder what it's used for. This is what we're gonna use to beat Luis. Trust. Engine room. Washroom.
Incredible!
Wow! So this room's made for bathing. Can we really just hop in mid-ride and take a real bath? Now that I could get used to. I call first dib.
Hey!
Would you just go straight up and strip nude? What do you think you are? Unacceptable.
You really?
It's a bathing room. Oop. Off to mention, no running water yet. Working on it.
Damn.
What? Unacceptable. Cleaning tool. Yeah, that's what I figured. Machine that does laundry. Handmade by near us. Seems there's nothing in it at the moment.
This?
Wonder what makes this thing run.
Hello?
First time on a gauntlet runner, eh? Whoa, that scared me. Looks like that pipe's in here too. Called a runner phone. There's one in every room. Now, I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magma crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you take your life in your hands when you traveled the wilds. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on the colossal beasts, made for zero momentum loss, even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed. Another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then. Maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that's a work in progress. By the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. You will continue toward your destination while spending time on the Gauntlet Runner. Utilize its facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books at the bookshelf, or using the washing machine. More activities will become available over time. You can also spend time with your allies while traveling, which may help to improve your virtues. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. So can I clean now then?
Come on.
This weird tool is actually a cleaning igniter that Nera's modified to create wind that collects dust. Pretty nifty. You made a vacuum cleaner, let's go! I know it's hard, but all the lifting and bending over is sure to strengthen your legs, yeah? Max HP increase? Sign me up. Storage room.
Got it.
There's dust everywhere. Feels like we're breathing in a cloud instead of air. Well, might as well clean it up. There's still dust piled in the corners. Guess the magic igniter didn't produce enough suction. I'll just clean the undersides of the shelves and all the other nooks and crannies by hand.
Okay?
Yeah, that's the spirit. Now we just need to throw away the trash inside the igniter and then...
Hey!
Hey, look what I found! We could still use this, don't you think? I don't know about that. Depends where you found it. That ended up taking quite a while. It was tough, but having everything clean and sparkly feels so nice. You worked up a good sweat too, right? After moving around and clearing my head, I feel like my max HP has increased. Yes, sir! That's good, that's good. I did some cleaning and now it's looking good as new. A lot better than before.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart Gauntlet Runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe, you can resume your travels the next morning. While at an encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the Gauntlet Runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we reach Mortera. Our first time camping in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm kinda excited. But it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone?
Hey.
Hey, you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're gonna get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Stroll, maybe I can hone my imagination. Should I spend time talking with Stroll? Okay, if there's nothing else to do, I'll come back. I'm gonna look around real quick.
I see.
That's alright. What? So they say I can go in? What do you... Is that
Well
wisdom?
met.
Ah, well met. I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? No, that's imagination also. Not right now.
Be well.
Ah, well, come visit me again when you've some free time. Where can I improve my wisdom? The bookshelf is lined with interesting books. The books I could read are New World Travel Diary, Pride and Persuasion. This appears to be a fictional chronicle of a boy's journey in a fanciful place called the New World. I haven't started reading it yet. Seems like a book that will really expand the mind. Wanna read it together over by the window? It's just more imagination. Not now. The other one. Pride and Persuasion. This book outlines useful conversational techniques for convincing others. I haven't started it yet. Near's probably left this year, huh? Let's take it over to the window if you want to read it together. If I read this book, I may gain more eloquence. Still not wisdom. Don't think I can improve my wisdom here? Okay, I guess I'll talk to either Stroll or Hulkenberg then. It's a lot of imagination. What's up here? Oh. Wait, then what was up? Oh, it's probably that.
Hey. Now then.
So next up is Madara. It feels like just yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you, went over to the northern fortress and awakened a mysterious power. I'd once thought magic like this only existed in heroic tales of times long past.
Speaking of
which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that hero kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends?
What's that about?
Maybe they lacked allies?
Oh, I see.
I see. Try as they might, even the strongest king wouldn't be able to establish a country by himself. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal. And on top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well.
Then,
if we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. Though, all this does make me wonder, just how many more of these powers are still out there? I felt my imagination grow as Stro and I discussed the challenges still ahead of us.
alright.
Come now, it's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. Stro and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping quarters more than exceeded your expectations, eh?
True.
They were better than I had feared, considering how tiny they are. But I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl? Nary a grain of sand could fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast. But, just keep an eye on the road, okay, near us? We'll arrive in Matara in 2 days, huh?
Alright then.
Okay, well, what is... Oh, that's wisdom right there. Nice.
Well met.
You've come at the perfect moment. I was just thinking I'd ponder some battle strategies over my game board. An abstract game of military tactics, you see. Care to indulge me in a round? Playing a game with Hulkenberg will raise my wisdom. Seems kind of fun, doesn't it? How about playing a game? Yeah, sure. Then let us begin. I shall give and expect no quarter, shall we?
If so...
If that's how you plan to make your advance, then... I can't make any more moves. That's the match. My, I learned quite a bit from that match. I believe we would both benefit from continued practice. This game affords me the opportunity to visualize strategies all on my own. What if an enemy came at me from such an angle? How would I retaliate? So on and so forth.
I'd say...
I once failed in my duty to protect His Highness the Prince. At that time, I was but a novice, a new addition to the Royal Guard. I lacked the experience needed to properly assume the role.
That's why.
'Tis for that reason that I now train both my body and mind so thoroughly, as I have vowed to never let such a thing occur once again.
Well then...
You're so strong, Hulkenberg.
No.
I am nothing of the sort. My body bears the scars of my myriad weaknesses. Myriad. But that said, 'tis quite the pleasure to speak so freely with you. I find comfort in knowing that I may share my feelings with a compatriot. If we find success in this endeavor, create a country where all can truly live equally. I hope to serve as a knight captain, passing down what knowledge I can to a new generation. I will speak not just of tactics, but of all my experiences on this journey, my victories, and of course my failures too. And in so doing, I would see the Royal Guards elevated to new heights, I hope.
Yeah.
Anyone can do that? It's you, Hulkenberg.
Yes.
Well, Should such a starry-eyed wish come true, I shall tell them much of you, our captain. Such a position is certainly not one most could adapt to, much less succeed in, given the circumstances of our fight. And I must say, you wear the role well. It's hard to believe it's your first foray into such responsibility. Perhaps you have a natural talent for it. Though to call it talent is a disservice. No, whatever higher calling you have, I can only be as I am now because of you. Such praise from a knight is quite an honor.
True.
'Twas you and Gallica that set the cogs of this journey in motion. I think there's some significance to you being the captain, in my humble opinion. You have my gratitude. After crossing proverbial swords with you, I feel that I am one step closer to realizing my dream. I felt my wisdom grow after listening to Hulkenberg's advice.
Now then.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, fill thyself with the knowledge to discern truth from falsehood.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passion may be inflamed. Wait, that was quick. How did I get wisdom to level 2 so quickly? Now then, shall we continue our discussion on tactics? There were some blunders you can avoid next time. For example, when a piece moves here, you should... Hulkenberg and I dueled on the board for a while.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Ahoy! Break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The gauntlet runner comes to a stop at its base.
Here we are. Shall we get a closer look?
Wow.
Oh wow, it's so pretty.
That's...
It's not just the leaves. It's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? How does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I am sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Nearest pulled a sheet of paper and a brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow, Nearest, how did you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy. Meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it. I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. You're sure I can have this?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I've already committed it all to the safety of my mind. I have no need for the sketch itself anymore. I received Nearest's research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been here.
Hey there!
Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey. And we could tell her a story about this place. The next time we're in Grand Trad, I should give this drawing to Maria. Huh. A magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely! Gallica is a most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which is giving me great insight into my own research into flight.
Huh?
What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off!
However,
turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what matter of anomaly its current color portends. We took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing that rare sight has broadened my wisdom.
Alright.
Thank you.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders. As darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself, monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
We'll be in Matara the day after tomorrow. I wonder what kind of place Matara is. Why is it glowing blue? There are insects gathering by the campfire.
Yep.
Oh, apparently you can eat these bugs. Well, according to Hulkenberg anyway. I should try and catch one. I caught one of the bugs gathered by the campfire. When it's my turn to cook, I should use it as an ingredient.
well met.
Ah, well met. I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no... Oh, okay, well, this is the same dialogue. Imagination, huh? Fine. This power we've awoken to. I've all sorts of questions, but what I really find curious are these forms we take on. Each has their unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that?
Certainly.
I think it looks cool.
I see.
I do find the austerity of the designs intriguing, but I was not speaking on how they look, per se. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power, as one directs a horse by its reins. It is said, people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is that not then the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also, hence why it is so exhausting, why it cannot be maintained for long? The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves. Hulkenberg and I talked about things to come. I feel like my imagination increased.
Alright.
It's getting quite late, but we've a ways to go yet, so I would very much like to continue chatting with you. Hulkenberg and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Finally! We're out of the desert! out the screen!
Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad. See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
a cannonade.
What, are two parties fighting already? That's great.
My star is rising! Ah! Sanctism will reign! Ah!
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Godot, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
starting out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to halt each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Godot's firepower.
Can we Whoops. Our plan hinges on winning Luis's favor. Can we afford to abandon Gladel if he's one of Luis's supporters?
Plan! If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Let's give Gladel a hand here. Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help! Withdraw, Gladel! Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That Cornland. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time!
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Godot and his monks have boarded the deck. Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now.
You dare interfere in my fight! Know your place! Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Old Egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about the petrification
To the rear, guard.
Looks like we can't brute force through
Light
this
as
one.
power!
Okay, resist light.
I'm stepping back. Charging in! Join with me!
We'll team up!
Falkenberg got them right in their
Cease
weak
your
spot.
resistance.
Freezing!
Is that all?
Take this!
Well, he can do that on his own? Unacceptable.
What could you hope to achieve? Come at me!
He knows we can't attack him.
Closing the distance.
He's toying with us.
No holding back! I'll cut you down!
Nice crits, buddy.
Comrades, lend me your strength.
All right, let's go!
Okay, so you resist them. Okay.
I won't hold back!
Light!
You don't resist light.
What could you hope to achieve?
Do you resist?
I call upon
Might as well
royal
give it a
power
shot.
within.
Yeah, you resist physical, it looks like.
Early to go to his
Join with me.
Not this, Skip.
Let us fight as one.
Nope, not this.
I return. We can come forth, royal soul. Not this. I won't hold back. With healing power.
Thank you.
I owe you. I shall fight as warrior.
Well, he's gonna resist it anyway, so whatever.
More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now, feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brother.
This is nothing.
Sanctism will reign.
Hulkenberg's guard is down.
Join with me.
Coordination is key.
Behold
Let's go.
my power.
Flare.
Charge. Sanctism will reign.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her.
I still stand.
Take this.
Why are y'all targeting her?
Where it ends.
This calls for one of these.
My spirit is
To safer ground.
I defer to you.
Know your place.
We can do this.
Peasants.
Trust me.
Helpful as ever.
Sanctism is supreme. Take this.
This is nothing.
Seriously? Yo.
Sanctism will reign.
Please.
Don't underestimate me.
No holding back. I'll cut you down.
Right onto her.
Behold my power.
Into the fray. Allies, together.
I'm counting on you.
Witness me, brethren.
Wait, I can stack his defense decrease? That is insane.
Let's go.
Light. Still up.
That would be really good to know. Earlier.
Sanctism will reign.
Well, okay. I didn't know I could stack the defense debuff.
Sanctism will reign.
Rol's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
I shall vanquish evil. Hack and slash.
I go to you. So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked hearts.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism. Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ah, I think not, you rotter!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here. What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
I just wanted to help you.
A likely story? Out with it. What's your motive?
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. But consider me chastened and shooed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nidia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Aye, but that's... Oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore. I'd know the suspensions anywhere. You had Caden Workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juna, the kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck? Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
Oh, it's Luis, isn't it?
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladell got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Saintist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug. And I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
He's asking why I became a candidate. How should I respond?
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of swordhounds.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Glodell. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Jaime, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him.
Oh.
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
I don't think it is.
It doesn't sound like nothing.
Ah, no hiding it from you, is there? No, it's just the old runner. She runs like a dream, you see, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany. Like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort. But somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Well, you could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
Maybe I should look into Camaro when we get to Matira.
This one's important.
Providing a spark. An old inventor near us once knew was living in Camaro, a village near Matira. He may be able to tell us more about the relic he once showed near us. No deadline though, so that's great. We left Nearus, who dissolved into doom and gloom again, and headed towards our narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Waters Day. So we'll arrive in Matira this evening then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. A carriage could never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies? I am grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday.
Isn't that...
Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Oh, it looks nice.
'Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here! I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctuaress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Thornton to win the tournament.
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Louise on the throne. Speaking
yes.
of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them, I mean. Some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
But surely all fights have casualties.
I suppose. There is truth in that.
Hey, read the room, will ya?
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. It would be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality.
cook to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh, good. Marble innards.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine, exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
It looks great.
Come now, they're offering us fine hospitality. 'Tis only right that we graciously savor it.
Yes, absolutely right. I'll be cheering you on. And, I'll see to the funeral plans.
Thanks. I've barely bitten into this thing, and already I felt a spray of something. But as for the taste, it's not that bad.
Are you actually enjoying that?
How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And do you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So, is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
What's this?
I smell trouble.
Oh.
Let's see here.
That's rival gauntlet run. Oh, well, thank you.
It's a campground.
And there's a campground. Let's see here. Here's where... And there's a campground. Let's see. Here's where we are now. All right.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how we can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Let's work together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you. Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert. Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those words. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
It's been forever since I've had such a spacious bed.
Exactly.
We're gonna meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning. So get your beauty sleep, okay? Informant! Oh, don't mind me. I only just arrived here just now. So it's not like I overheard that conversation you just had with Barden. And even if I did hear something, it's not like I tell anybody. I never would have made it as a professional informant if I didn't know how to handle sensitive information. That's right. If there's anything you want to know about this city, simply ask me. You can always find me here. Now give me your info. Let me buy it. Or not. Oh, the cuisine here was delicious to the last meal. Matira is a fine city indeed, which makes this Heisme's offenses all the more damning. If all we've heard is true, hunting him will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the order is one thing, but to be wholly stripped of his knighthood, I would not be surprised if the man's given into despair.
All right then.
Finally free of those tiny runner bugs. Nice to sleep in an inn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing beats the bed at an inn.
Right?
I can see the monsters out there when we camp on the runner, so I rest a little easier in an inn. I wish Nearest would come inside with us, but I suppose if the runner is a castle, then he is its king. Alright, let's turn in for the day.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Ah, it's gorgeous out.
Wow, what beautiful weather. I think I might have overslept though.
Hold on.
Where is everyone?
Let's hurry.
They all went to Queengate Castle ahead of us. Apparently we can get there by climbing the stairs in Stairstone Market.
More people missing.
All right then.
Hello there.
Welcome. Care for some water? You won't find a more refreshing drink anywhere else.
Now what am I to do?
I wonder if I can... I'm not handling any new bounties at the moment. Everyone's caught up with the incidents. You know the ones. I think reception should open again by tomorrow. But can a guy like you really handle a bounty anyway?
An elder candidate? No.
All right then.
I've awaited you.
So we've all come. Fantastic. Lady Joanna is waiting inside. Let's go right now, if that's alright.
Aye, yes.
Please, come this way then.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city. These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisme.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you. 'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support. Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects. Yes, Lady Joanna. Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Well, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me. So what are we gonna do about Heisme? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Let's ask around the city a bit first, though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
Okay, informant.
We should go.
Everyone went out to gather information. We should ask around too.
All right then.
Well, I can't go in there? Okay. Fine.
The hell did I
Can't
wind up
even let
here?
my wee ones out of the house because of the kidnappings. Poor bairns are fair mopey about it. Bless them. When I told General Barden as much, his face felt like a dropped pie. He's a pure heart, our general is. But never mind that. Off to fight Heisme, are ye? Keep your guard up. Keep your guard up then. Rumor has it, he's got some passing skill. They say he's faster than any soldier, that nobody could so much as nick him. Must be quick on his feet.
Boy.
Oi, you there. Can I talk to you for a bit? Heard that you're gonna catch that Heisme for us. Now, I just wanted to give ye my thanks. You see, my wife, she's one of the people that have gone missing.
My thanks to you.
I don't know if I can be of any help to you, but please, if there's anything I can do, just say the word. Do you know about the giant sandworms? Unfortunately, no. I don't know much about them, I'm afraid. Sorry I can't be of help. You ought to ask the others around here, though. The shopkeepers might know more.
All good.
Really? That's at the, Stairstone Market, right? Let's try asking around there.
Oh, anyone.
You! What do you want? You interested in this rock with all the faces? Came to see the King's Rock.
Hang on. What if...
We'd like to see the rock. Just a quick peek and then we'll leave. I see.
I see.
The criers said that stones had appeared around the world, and they weren't wrong. That means, wherever we are, we'll be able to know the rankings. That's handy. First is Forden, and second is Luis. The support they've earned is kinda overwhelming. Even after a human rampage in front of the Grand Cathedral, Luis's following is strong as ever. If anything, he's more popular? Just goes to show how dissatisfied people were under the previous king. If we don't handle this smartly, Luis could very well end up king.
But
No, we've got to stop that from happening at least. I'm sure Forden's gonna be making a move too. I hear a voice from somewhere.
Thou.
Thou who art destined to become king, locus of his people's support, great custodian of their anxieties, at the foot of this monumental stone will their feelings gather as mag.
'Tis in thy hands now.
To thee, by thy daily standing accumulated, by which thy growth is empowered, this mag is henceforth entrusted. Due to the king's magic, the faces of the highest ranking candidates have appeared on gigantic stones called coronation rocks, which have appeared throughout the land. Interact with them to see who's on top. An amount of mag equal to the people's faith in the protagonist will accumulate at coronation rocks. You can collect days worth of accumulation at once. The higher the protagonist's popularity, the more mag there is to collect. Be proactive in resolving people's requests to gain popularity.
Yep.
And now we know where we stand. Shall we get back to it?
Alright then.
What?
Giant sandworm? Why are you asking me? This is a fruit stand, you realize? You really think I have anything to do with a dangerous bug like that? Me? The fruit seller?
Alright then.
Oh, hey!
Why don't we collect some information around here first? There are still people we haven't talked to, yeah?
Welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. Afraid I'm all sold out of meat today.
So, hey,
Oh no, that's okay. We're after information more than meat today. You don't happen to know anything about a giant sandworm, do you? Only that it's dangerous. When I go out hunting, I give him a wide berth. Wow. Impressive that you go out there alone. Still, do you know anyone who might know something? Let's see now. You might try asking that fella by the armor shop. He's got quite a fondness for giant sandworm larvae. Okay, so armor shop.
Alright then.
All the way there. Wait, buy or in? Buy?
What is it?
Giant sandworm? We Monterans love our edible grubs, but we're a bit indifferent to their inedible parents. Larva's my personal favorite, but I know little about them before they make it to the kitchen. You can't eat the parents? What a silly thing to say. They're the ones that eat us. Though, that does remind me.
Right.
There was a merchant yesterday at the tavern boasting he'd gotten real close to the sandworm's den. If that's true, it'd be quite the feat. Maybe he's still in town?
nice!
That's some good info. Maybe this merchant's still nearby. Let's ask around Thoroughfare Square.
Okay?
What'll it be?
A customer? Well, if it's armor you're looking for, go ahead and take a look.
Now then.
Oh, that's a good one. Pricey, but good.
Good.
So clearly not you. Wait, actually, why did I buy that? Oh, stupid. Should have waited. Oh, whatever. seems we missed the mark with our assumptions. I've spoken with the guard corps, but they know little and less.
Corbin, what'll I do here?
My daughter's gone missing. Please, help me find her. Ma'am, it's been 3 weeks since she went missing. It pains me to say it, but... No, I refuse to believe it. Children aren't just getting snatched up like that.
What'll I do here? An elder candidate? No. Must have got that wrong.
Merchant.
I'm out of ideas.
Whoa, informed
What do you
Mando.
want to know?
You were at the tavern. What's your business with me?
Excuse me.
Well, we're looking for a merchant. One who had something to say about the giant sandworm yesterday. Oh, that guy from last night. Yeah, he was blathering so loud. You heard him whether you wanted to or not. Know where he is? Who do you think you're talking to? I'm this town's informant, you see. I can tell you where that merchant is, among other things. But information isn't free, friend. How's 150 reeves sound? Alright, I'll pay that.
Thank you kindly.
Just like I knew you would. Now then, a deal's a deal.
Here's the real skinny.
It's the Ishkia in front of the fountain. Just there. He drank so much yesterday at the tavern, he was practically taking a bath. Now he's hungover.
All right!
Yes! Finally, we got some useful information out of this guy. Now let's go to the fountain and talk to the merchant.
More people missing. Can hardly think on it.
Ugh, my head. What is it? You got business with me?
Hey!
Hey, is it true you got pretty close to the giant sandworm's den? How'd you manage to do that and live to tell the tale? Right. To tell you the truth, I didn't get that close to it. I just found a giant sandworm husk. That was it. Then at the bar, I was excited and, well, pretty drunk. Anyway, at some point the story turned into me waltzing right up to the sandworm and staring it down. And I regret that now.
No good.
Well, great. No one seems to have any information. It's almost sunset, too. Let's meet at the tavern for now. I'll go gather everyone else.
Not a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
Tis far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck. And still I did not falter.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I prefer a change of tack instead.
You there? Might you answer a question?
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you. I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash. It's a local event. A kind of storm, and the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight round here. Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms, eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past them. Heisme might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heisme anyway. But you think you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
That information is all we needed. Thanks for the help.
Good luck out there. And don't worry, no charge for the advice, eh? Can't have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? No danger of that.
I see.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps. And we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms. We've apparently got 5 days till the sandflash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworm's territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
Let's go inform Nearest.
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy. Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
I think something just reacted. What is this?
Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking... Oh, easy there. You all right, lad? Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
For a moment, it was like the light was blinding.
Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today. Just in case. Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
We rested inside the gauntlet runner for today at Nearest's request.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer. Your journey is going well, it seems. One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
Are you talking about that thing inside the gauntlet runner?
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the gauntlet runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation. With proper use, its great power will turn your gauntlet runner swifter than any beast or transport on land. Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand. Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. Somewhere far from the land where you rest.
Yo, teleportation. I guess that's how we can make it back to Grand Trad. That's super cool.
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling? Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal capital?
Oh,
How?
Nice.
We were in Martira just last night.
Eurus? Surely you didn't drive us back here?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and well pop over to the capital in a single night.
I wonder if this is the teleportation magic Moore was talking about.
What? So this is some magic...
Yeah, I saw it in a dream,
you
guys.
saw in a dream?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the gauntlet runner came along for the ride.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for
No one's
that.
questioning this.
Do you know something?
She was custom made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
Yeah, maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but what do you think?
'Tis no small feat we ask, I know, but might you at least try?
Can I really use this teleportation magic? I'll just have to try. Let me think of a place we've already been to.
Where to?
I'll focus on Matira as our destination.
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it!
Oh, hey! Are you sure this is safe?
All we can do is trust him.
It's Martira. They really are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
I suppose when you say it like that.
Speaking of sanctism, well, not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought? If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brylehaven? Just like that?
Go on, try it out.
No reaction.
I wish I could imagine it, but we've never been.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the three great cities.
'Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
You could travel to the prince.
So, in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
The prince.
Well, thank you very much. Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity. And you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital any time we need to restock. 'Tis useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like. Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
To capture Heismay, you must be well prepared. You can grow stronger by accepting requests around town, such as the Matira Recruitment Center. Now that your mission has begun, your base of operations has been changed to Matira. Each time a new operation begins, the town you stay in will become your new base. Your departure date is July the 2nd. Try to be well prepared for it. If you want to return to a previous location, such as Grand Trad, open the world map on the map menu and select your desired destination. You can travel there using teleportation magic. Teleporting does not pass time, so feel free to return to previous towns to complete unfinished requests or meet with followers.
That's right.
Only 3 days until we
So?
depart. We're up against a strong opponent, so we better make sure we're as strong as we can get to. Speaking of, I saw some bounties up at the recruitment center.
Alright then.
Some requests too. It's you. Hello?
My apologies. You're right there. That's a relief. Well, I'll be off now.
Hey, you sure you want to let that fellow go? He nicked something of yours just now when he bumped into you.
Oh no! Griez's dagger is missing.
Oh, come on.
Let's chase after him. I don't see him anywhere. Jeez, how'd he disappear so fast?
Where can we find a clue that will lead us to the man who took Griez's memento? Let's try asking the guy who told us it was stolen.
Come on.
Hey, you! That guy who stole our dagger. Any idea where he went?
No.
I may not. I have no reason to give you that information. That's true, but I mean, that dagger's really important to us.
Oh?
Is it? Well, you'll have to excuse me if I don't go lending a hand to everyone who puts one out. Come on. Not even a hint? This man seems to know something. How can I get him to help us? What if I lend a hand to your face? Oh, I kind of want to... Oh.
And what of it?
Cute, but you'll have to do better than that.
Now...
That's wisdom, correct? Oh, it's imagination. Okay.
I'll be off.
Maybe I should have increased my imagination after all.
Oh, what'll I do?
I can't believe I'm gonna lose my job over something that's not my fault at all. I don't know what's on your mind, but it looks serious. What's wrong? A fairy? Oh, aren't ye the mercenaries who are here to hunt down Heisme? You lot all came here in that giant gauntlet runner? As far as your runner goes, can you spare me a moment? Our town used to keep a great number of carrier pigeons so that we could maintain communications with other cities, but they were all requisitioned by officials from the capital.
Why did this happen?
Seems like they need them for the tournament or some such. But we rely on those pigeons for trading medicine and foodstuffs, so their loss threatens our very way of living. That's why we desperately need to procure a practical pigeon parcel from Camero by July the 11th.
Oh, what'll I do?
But no one wants to go out with the kidnapper about, so I've got no volunteers. In addition to that, there's no end of beasts they need to go through. And since I was the pigeon's caretaker, there's a good chance that I can't keep my job if things continue like this. If that happens, I may as well lie down in the gutter and die like a dog.
Stupendous.
But that's where you and that gauntlet runner of yours come in. Please, save my job. Save the town. Of course, I can't ask you to work for free. Let's see, is 7,500 reeve enough for a reward for you? Leave it to me.
I'd so love your help.
Oh, thank you kindly. In that case, I'd like you to go buy one practical pigeon parcel for me. I'll need it by July 11th if you could. Here, let me show you how to get to Camero too. The merchants in Camaro have got other rare goods besides eggs too. I'm sure you'll find plenty of things there that will be useful for your travels.
Let's give it a shot.
We could do this after we take down Heisme.
Whoa.
So this is Camaro, huh?
That reminds me.
Isn't this the village Nearest was talking about? Remember his story about the old man and the relic? We can ask the villagers about the old man if we go.
Ooh. So?
We only have so much time to spare, but I guess if we stop by the village on our way to another task, it should be alright. Oh. Okay, we'll look around first before we pass time. Surely not. You really managed to slay the bounty? That's certainly its rampager tale. Even the military soldiers fled from it in fear. You lot are something else. Here's the reward as promised. Take it. It's yours.
We did it. All right.
Oh, and it gets... Ooh, very nice. Thank you, thank you.
Well done.
I admit that I underestimated you. I'll have other contracts ready for you, so be sure to check back.
What do you think of this?
That reminds me. It's not exactly a bounty, but I heard that something strong escaped from the Grand Cathedral's mausoleum back in the capital. Some high and mighty noble in the capital's looking for someone who can take it down. Said something about it having made off with a family heirloom. Claims the reward will be a pretty reef, but the army's too busy to deal with a personal request, I think. Why don't you give it a go? If you feel like you know a thing or two, the noble on San Lemio Street would have more details.
Oh, yeah?
So there's a monster in the mausoleum. We should do something about that. Maybe the noble in the capital would know more?
Don't go get yourself killed.
This is a bounty contract for the Gorborn King. An impressive name, if it wasn't only a Gorborn rabble he presided over.
Yeah.
We're familiar with Gorborns. They're pretty common and easy to handle. Not quite. They'll attack you with swords and bows, as well as magic. The boss won't come on until you dispatch the underlings. They're a bit tougher than you might expect.
Hey!
So how about it? We do need funds for infiltrating Heisme's hideout. We'll do it. Excellent. In that case, the Gorborns are skulking in the Imp's Den northeast of Matira. When the king's not around, a magic-wielding Gorborn keeps order within the horde. Take him out, and the big guy should appear. The mages wear black cloth. I bet you could get more information about the target from Matira's informant. Not fond of having to rely on them, but desperate times.
Good hunting to you.
Bring me the Yim's loincloth once you've taken care of them. In exchange, you'll get your reward.
Let's do it.
Let's see.
So in the northeastern forest. Here it is. Apparently it's called the Imp's Den.
And right there's a labyrinth. Nice little village. All right.
With the reward, we can better prepare for Heisme. Let's hurry and take care of these Gorborns.
All right then.
Okay, so let's do the bounty then. Oh wait, informant. Whoops. Embarking by Gauntlet Runner. To start traveling, visit the round table in the Gauntlet Runner. There you can view a map of the surrounding area and arrange your journey. Discuss plans with your allies as you decide where your travels will take you next.
Right. Time for the old girl to shine.
Okay, not yet though. What was I gonna do again? Oh yeah, informant.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
What you want to know?
What is it? Something you'd like to know?
Oh, I bear good tidings.
At first glance, it appears to be an ordinary forest, but journey in deeper and you'll find yourself in the Gorborn Haven. Those creatures are clever enough to understand the strength that comes with numbers. A simple Gorborn is easily dispatched, but a horde of them is trouble. If you got business with the Gorborn King who runs the horde of them, you're going to want to take out the Gorborns in black cloth. No weaknesses to speak of, but they love a good nap. And you can find some items to make them drowsy at general stores around town. That's how you fight them. May already know, but don't go wielding a staff, yeah? They'll fly off the handle. Can't even control it. What else? There are also a lot of giant insects called vesps in there. They're apparently weak to pierce attacks. Best prepare yourself with a spear or bow, or something of that sort.
Thank you kindly.
That's about it. Be sure you're well prepared before venturing to that place. I received a scrap of paper inscribed with the information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later.
Here's the real skinny.
There's a town a bit east of here called Comero. It's a nice quiet place famous for their carrier pigeons. They've got medicine and a bath salt called Fleeting Fountain of Youth. They should sell Orgo sugar too. They also sell accessories with various effects when worn. Bet they're right useful to travelers like you. It's hardly a day's journey with a gauntlet runner. Why not pay the place a visit?
Here's the real
There are shops of all sizes in Matira. You can buy beetle meat and Moroconi meat from the butcher, and a specialty item called mellow milk from the water shop. In addition, there are some stands where children sell rock beans or fragrant spice and such. There's a village not far off with Orgo sugar, and there was also a kid selling plant seeds over on Cattle Racket Road, though you can't eat those till you grow them. Matira has a fine selection of goods. The people are honest country folk who'd be proud to sell you a variety of seed and harvest. Pierce and don't wield a staff.
What now? The freedom of a wanderer.
That reminds me.
What now?
Let's go take down that bounty. Oh, actually, I shouldn't have bought the gear so soon.
All right then.
I'm such an idiot.
Let's go.
Oh well.
Hey.
Can't be.
Hey.
Got a bargain today.
It's kind of mid. That's better. That's good. Okay, that's good.
Ooh.
Okay, so Stroll could use a better
What now?
weapon.
Got a bargain.
All right then.
What was it weak to again? Pierce?
What now?
Wait. Oh, okay.
What now?
Oh, I bear good tidings. Here's the
Yeah, Pierce. Okay. Hulkenberg deals Pierce
What now?
damage, correct? Yep. Alright, nice. Might as,
Got
well
a bargain.
might as well get her a better weapon then.
Indeed.
Alright, let's go deal with the bounty.
Everyone is here.
Requests and intel will open up new areas on the city map. You can go there as long as you know the path. You can see how many days are required to reach a destination when you select it on the map. If the road there doesn't pass through an encampment, you can get there that afternoon. When you return to town from your destination, it will be night. After tackling a dungeon, you won't be able to do anything else. You and your allies need to rest. The wilds outside the city contain innumerable threats. But trust in your allies and step lively for adventure. Be sure to check the weather and travel time before you depart. When heading to a distant dungeon, you may need to spend the night at an encampment and resume traveling the next morning. The night after exploring a dungeon, you can choose to stay the night there or teleport back to town.
Now then.
Now, how far do I run her then?
This place, nice little village.
But there's two things we can do here though. I'll deal with this later. Let's deal with this one first.
What are we doing there again?
Let's see. This is the forest path with the bounty. Should be the leader of a band of Gorbons. So people aren't the only ones with pompous asses who lord over others? How sickening.
You would pursue peril.
Gorbons can be a handful with a leader organizing them. We best deal with them now for the sake of the locals. It'd also be nice to add to our Heismay preparations fund.
It's your call.
We should get there by midday. Can we make it back by tonight? But of course! So long as you don't dilly-dally, that is. Let's go.
Great. Let's move out.
Okay, here we go. Don't forget, stay alert till we get there.
What to pick?
hear a voice. I am stagnating. I need to train. Hulkenberg comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. Oh, I can build my... Oh, that is so cool. I can increase the rank as we're traveling. That is very, very cool. Okay, let's do it then.
Are you free?
What ought we do today? Whatever the specifics, it would be prudent to use our time in improving our chances and building our strength. Interacting with allies along your journey. Traveling affords you opportunities to strengthen your bonds with your allies. If an ally wishes to speak with you on the road, do try to make time for them.
Speaking of...
We made a promise to train together, hadn't we? The deck of the runner seems spacious enough. I should think I'll swing safe from any harm doing in the open air. If you've the time, shall we begin? Please, let's. Commendable enthusiasm. Let us send for Stroll as well. Never any harm in sharpening our skills, I say.
You see?
A great fundamental of swordplay, oft overlooked, is finding time to reflect upon yourself.
Now then.
Both of you have faced life or death combat. I imagine you have some grasp of your greatest strengths by now? I'm good at staying versatile. My strength is that I'll give any tactic a try.
I see.
You've commendable skill and confidence to match. Very well. Let us begin training with a warm-up. First, show me your beast walk.
Halt!
Come now, don't just stand there. Let's see your beast walk.
Huh?
A beast walk being what, exactly?
At the ready.
You walk on both hands and feet, of course. Like a beast. Now, begin! What the hell are we doing? And why? Free your mind of distracting thoughts, Stroll. Ignore your limbs crying out for reprieve. The pain is making them stronger. Is it though? It would be best to continue this into tomorrow. If only to correct that shameful form of yours. But we must move on. Now, the horned lizard stands. Why is he sitting on Stroll? She's subjecting us to more of this. Is she trying to kill us?
Don't fret.
Stroll, your breathing is erratic. Center yourself. Find calm. And you will find you can bear even boulders as if they were pebbles. I don't think so. He's dead!
Alright.
Stroll, no! Now to the sword play proper. Is this your first time using a sparring sword? You can land but a single blow on me. I will concede. You needn't worry. There is no blade on the sword. We will continue until you manage it. The ferocious strikes broke our sparring swords.
Very well.
Huh. Not ideal. Oh well, we shall make do.
Huh?
Wait, what? Hold on. Your foe will never wait when asked. You should be giving your utmost effort, even in training.
At the ready.
Come! Do you care nothing for the success of our mission? Push me harder.
Come on, then.
Yes, push me harder. Well, well, commendable vigor. Perhaps you do have what it takes.
Hold it.
Cool your head, Hulkenberg. If you hurt yourself in training, that solves nothing. You'll keel over before you can even get to any real fighting.
Sorry.
Yes, you're right. I apologize. It's not like I don't understand your passion, but you could afford to go a little easier on us. the training excessive? 'Twas a rigorous regimen Rodon and I once shared. Rodon being the man we met at the capital the other day. Once my peer, now a commander of the Royal Knights. His words linger in me. I cannot seem to shake them. I have no clinging attachments to my previous position or status as a knight. I left that post to pursue my own mission. Pride of my station be damned. Yet for all my searching, I never found the prince. For long seasons I wandered, aimless and leechless.
But
he calls me fallen, and how can I blame him? How can I deny it? This isn't like you, Hulkenberg.
I see.
And you, too, see my faults. When I left the capital, I did so with the sole purpose of helping the prince. But at times, I can't help but think, perhaps I could have done more if I'd remained there as a knight. Perhaps it may have been a better path. But let us speak no more of what ifs. I've no intention of changing my path now. Together, we shall move forward for the prince. I can sense Hulkenberg's knightly resolve and deep trust.
She...
The steadfast vassal. Vassal? Hulkenberg, keeper and heriter of the knight's virtues.
No.
A new heroic embodiment, slumbering within thee, has come to blossom through thy bond.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength, fulfill thy destiny.
And now, to walk this path at your
Magic
side.
Knight. You can now study the Magic Knight in academia. That is cool.
However?
Well, we'll get no further with broken swords. Let us end our training there for now, and buy replacements when we can. Say, Will, are you feeling hungry after our efforts? Here, take one of these. A dried caterpillar. Rich in vital nutrients. Perfect for post-training cooldown. Don't let petty labels like insect dissuade you, Doing our best to negotiate around the proffered caterpillars, we return to the others.
You lot! Enemy attack!
Uh-oh. We've got some creepy flying insects buzzing about on the deck. Damn. Can't they just bugger off? Anyway, we should deal with them before they get inside the runner and cause a real headache. 'Tis hardly the time for your attempts at humor. We should get to the deck and eliminate these pests with haste.
Right! I'll get some distance.
Wind! Nice!
Now, what's the play? Let's get on with it!
Go!
I'll cut you down!
More of them? Reinforcements! Only one
Let's stay
left.
calm.
Finish
Right as
them
power.
off. We're clear. Light!
You first.
My comrades, lend me your strength.
All right, let's go!
Roar with Royal Knights! There they go!
Oh, come on.
There's no way I'm stopping here.
The Imp's Den, home to countless bandits over the years, has warranted the caution of all who lived near the steep, forested entry path. They warned their children of the dangers there. There are demons in those woods, they said. You mustn't go near. Perhaps the children's anxiety inadvertently roused something from its sleep. It is to that den, now befitting of its name, that the Gauntlet Runner arrives.
The thing is,
This forest is really big. Searching every nook and cranny will be a huge pain.
Well,
still, it leaks better than some damp and dreary cave. Stuffy places like that always get me down. Indeed, it is nice not to worry over attacks from the dark, or being cornered in dead ends.
Just...
That said, forests provide ample cover for stalking monsters. We must be on our guard along the path.
Yep.
Yeah, and it seems our Gobron's king using that cover now. Let's try it out by knocking off these weaker magic-using Gorbons. Gorbons that use magic wear black. That will easily distinguish which ones we must eliminate. The Gorbons are not our only problem, it seems. Look at all the bugs. Too bad we can't chase them off with some sort of incense.
Well,
that could create its own problems. At any rate, we are here to hunt the Gorbon. We shall mind the insects as we make our way.
Okay then.
Okay, I'm gonna save real quick.
Okay then.
We're exploring this area today, right? Everything ready? Let's go in.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go.
What is this?
Oh, that's a lot of them.
We've been spotted. Let's take them all out. Give them a fight.
To the rear guard.
We're evenly matched. Guess we better stay on our toes.
Charging in. Falling back. The next one's yours.
Now, what's the play? Stepping back, go for it.
Eyes join with me.
We'll team up.
Numbers dwindle.
Well done, Hulkenberg.
Only 2 enemies left. Stay sharp.
I won't hold back. Win.
I can't afford to hold. To the fore.
Is everyone all right?
Do these run away or do I have to beat them?
Yikes! Here comes the counter. There they go.
Okay, they run away. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
That's the last of them. The way's clear.
I think we're in the clear.
I'll just let them run. I don't think I'm strong enough to take them down. And I'd rather conserve the MP.
Draw steel. We are spotted.
Not gonna deal with these guys yet. Magic. Whoa, 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 calm down.
You could do it.
Act fast, and we'll win this.
We're looking good here.
I can't afford to hold. Let's get on with it.
Hold nothing back.
2 remaining.
Next. Is everyone all right? Right there. Stay focused.
Got one.
You never
Who's
let us
next?
down.
Only 1 left. Finish them off. Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming. Let's keep moving.
Not bad. I shall rise to the occasion.
Okay.
Careful, we've got company.
There's a guy here? You're a candidate in the tournament, aren't you? I am too, actually. I'm no bounty hunter, though. Can't even defeat a single Gorbon.
I don't know.
Doesn't that mean you might not be cut out for this? Why would you decide to run in a tournament? I got fired from my workshop. I couldn't bring myself to tell the missus. When I heard about the tournament, I figured it'd be my chance, but wishful thinking. Be honest with your wife. Yeah, you're right, little man. I really lost sight of the big picture. Guess I need to summon the stones and tell my wife. I appreciate the sense you've talked into me. So let me tell you this. The bounty you're looking for will come out if you hunt the Gorbons wearing black. Thanks. But specifically when, I can't tell you. When you're fighting Gorbons, make sure to keep your health up.
Be seeing you.
That intel wasn't much use to a man of my strength. But maybe you'll be different. I wish you luck. Oh, and maybe we wouldn't need to buy the information. Hello.
Let's give him a fight, Tis! I'll get some distance. Time for some close call. Falling back. The next one's yours.
Now give me your aid!
Strike true!
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone!
Satisfactory. I shall strive to use this power wisely.
We're thinning them out.
Nice.
All right, how's that? We have the edge. This could be our chance. To the rear guard. We're looking good here.
Let's do this!
This is yours.
That's one!
Is everyone all right?
Fight there!
I'm not really happy with conserving this, consuming this much MP before fighting the big guy. Well, we'll see how it goes.
Tis our opening!
Okay, let's give this all we got. Falling back. The next one's yours.
After me!
Strike true!
Not done yet.
Observe the enemy.
Fight there! Fight farther!
That's it,
Got this
Hulkenberg.
handled. 3 enemies left. We can do this.
Scour! 2 remaining.
Stepping back to the fore! Tougher than I thought.
By the sworn oath of knighthood.
The freedom of a one. Come forth, royal soul!
Very nice.
Smooth finish. Great work, everyone.
Good. 'Tis done.
Oh, hey.
Ow.
There is
Didn't
still
think he'd
danger.
make it.
Stay vigilant.
Right. Let's settle this quick.
Forward!
Get in there.
I'm counting on you.
After me!
Go!
Beautiful stroll.
Good one. Is everyone all right?
To safer ground!
To you.
To the rear guard. Flare!
Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming. Let's keep
Okay.
moving.
Not bad.
Some enemies are still around. Careful now. Hey!
I'm sensing a powerful presence. Seems the pack leader has finally made its entrance.
Oi!
Hey, that's...
What?
the Gorbon King! Careful. I'm getting signs that he's way stronger than the others.
No worries.
Yeah, I'm sure he's stronger than an average Gorbon. But he's still a Gorbon. Nothing to fret about, I should think.
Don't lose focus.
Would that it were so. But a Gorbon that grows that big is likely capable of greater thought. We must stay on guard. What? So he's big and put king in his name? I say we show him the prince of his hubris. Are you trying to make him angry?
Whoa.
You've shown us such hospitality, your majesty. Let us move now to the exchanging of gifts.
I'll get some distance. I'm counting on you.
I shall withdrawing. Go for it.
Join with me.
We'll team up.
Whoa, that's not good.
Oh, please.
They're seizing their chance while Hulkenberg's anxious.
That's a lot of turns you're getting.
He's hurt bad. Let's get him some healing.
Come forth, royal soul! better be sure. Let's go. Is there another way?
Was it this one? No. What? Okay.
You better conserve.
Well, that's a problem, isn't it? Well, I guess.
No, hold on. This'll do it.
Thank you.
My thanks.
Hulkenberg's
In the
lost
name,
for
closing
memory.
the distance. Let's do
Use
this.
your skills like this.
Yeah.
No, no holding back.
To the rear guard! There!
Thanks.
I owe you.
The captain's hurt bad. Let's get him some healing. Captain's down. Someone, help him back up. Hey, hey, wake up.
Yeah.
We're still in a fight here.
Still fight. Sworn oath of knighthood.
This should help.
That helped.
Helpful as ever.
Dodged. Nice one, Captain. Captain's hurt bad.
Still fight.
Let's get him some healing.
Come forth, royal soul.
Now, let's get on with it.
This is yours.
Right on target. Nice
Like
one,
a
Stroll.
sworn oath of knighthood.
Into the fray!
Allies, together.
Coordination is key.
Everyone okay? You gotta heal up.
My best
Stroll.
wasn't
Someone get him
enough.
back on his feet. Hulkenberg's down. Get her back up.
Take it.
I live to see another day.
Captain's hurt bad.
Oh,
Let's get him
please.
some healing.
Order
Stroll's
fast.
badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
Forgive me.
Okay. I'm gonna try going one at a time this time.
Will your tale end here?
Or should I use healer? I feel like that's what I was missing. Rather than seeker, I'm gonna use healer.
Healer.
Oh, okay.
We cannot avoid this fight. Stand ready.
What now? Come and get it. Okay, let's give this all we've got. Falling back. We're looking good here.
Let's get on with it.
You can do this.
Two remaining.
Nice.
Sworn
oath of knight.
Fight there! Stay
Nice work,
focused.
Hulkenberg.
Well done, Hulkenberg.
Only one left.
Time for some
Finish
close
them off,
combat. To the
we're
rear
clear.
guard. Come forth, royal soul.
Okay.
And that's that. Victory's ours.
Remain steadfast. Some foes still draw breath.
Hey,
I'm gonna deal with them one at a time this time.
I'll get some distance. The next one's yours.
Now, what's the play?
Warrior!
I'll cut you down!
Not done yet.
Observe the enemy. Comrades, lend me your
Team up!
strength.
We're looking good here.
Let's get on with it!
Let's do this!
3 remaining!
By the sworn oath of knighthood. Join with me. Not this skill. I'll stay my blade.
Let's stay calm. Let's go! Flare! Let's finish this!
I expect no less. Is that all?
Okay? Gotta heal up.
Ooh, that hurts.
Get him back on his feet. Stroll got knocked out. Can anyone get him back on his feet?
Here!
The captain's
Let's
on
just see
foot.
another day.
Someone get
No,
him healed up.
this won't. Healer! No.
Wait, what? Oh, I'm out of turns, that's why.
With healing power!
I'm obliged.
I owe you. Let's make an end of it.
Hold nothing back.
Tougher than I thought.
By the sworn oath of knighthood. To you!
A healer! We're not out of this yet!
My thanks. All yours.
By the sworn.
Behold! We
Coordination is
stand
key.
Let's stay calm. The next one's yours.
I shall fight. Let's wrap this up.
together. You've done it.
Suppose
There are
this
too
is
many
it.
people knocked out here. We gotta get back on track. Or this will get ugly. Come on, not like this.
Take
Someone, help, please.
I live to see another day. My best.
Oh, come on. Wow.
So, Fant.
What now? Healer! Seeker!
Actually, I no need to use healer, but...
Would seem they are off.
Would you look at this?
I sense the power of a new archetype. Do come and speak to me should you want to study it.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable.
What are you looking for again?
I'm counting on
Gunner, right. What was that? Magic Knight? It's Warrior. Ah. Study requirements, Knight rank 20, Mage rank 10. Interesting. Anyways.
All right.
I've been saving this.
Oh, you'll come again.
Okay, hopefully this is the last time I'll have to fight that Goron King.
Push through! This could be our chance.
Try some of this!
Falling back. We're looking good here.
Let's make an end of it.
It's yours.
Last one!
I stand ready.
You got serious. And that's that. Victory's ours.
Okay.
Don't get too relaxed. These monsters are relentless.
Hey,
I'll get some distance. The next one's yours.
I can't afford to hold back. I shall vanquish evil. I'll cut you down.
By the sworn oath of knighthood. For all that we strive for. To safer ground. Oh, power of heroes. Not now. I shall be as a shield.
It's okay. We're looking good here.
Now, what's the... Are you prepared?
Next! Good one, Stroll.
Charging in! Behold! We stand
I'm
together!
counting on you!
Worthy foe after all!
The freedom of a war. I'm counting on you.
I can't afford to hold... Right, let's keep this up. That'll do.
Only a flesh wound. Comrades!
Coordination is key!
Let's stay calm.
Tis done.
I'm all prepared. Not this. Charging in. We'll do this together. A tough one.
Now, what's the play?
You fight well. Let us fight!
All right, let's go!
It's okay. Falling back. By this power. We can do this.
Trust me.
Helpful as ever.
Okay, not too bad actually.
Let's get on with it! Withdrawing! All yours!
By the sworn...
Behold! We
Coordination
stand
is
together.
key!
I will fight with pride. Let's go. Not good.
don't get sloppy, Captain. Captain's hurt
I
bad.
can't give up now.
Let's get him some healing.
Go for it!
I'm
Captain's
stepping
on
back.
his last legs. Someone, get him
This
healed
should
up.
help.
Thanks. I'm all prepared.
Time to go offensive. I call upon royal power within. All yours.
Into the fray! Comrades!
We'll
lend
team
me
up.
your strength.
Let's stay calm. We're looking good here.
No holding back. What?
Roll, you gotta be better than
I
that.
did not mean to use that one. Uh-oh.
Wait. What was I doing?
The captain's lost his memory. He can't use any skills.
Predictable?
I'm counting on you.
Warrior! Hack and slash!
Oh, thank goodness.
That'll do.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Whew, made it somehow.
Right. We managed it. Bloody hell, he was strong. Didn't figure that from a Gorborn. Next time, maybe we can skip the insults. All that business about hubris and it's just a Gorborn. Oh, I said that more to boost everyone's spirits. You know, rally the troops, all of that. Yes, you rallied the Gorborn's troops quite sufficiently.
Huh?
Really, you honestly think I made it worse? Weigh in here, Will. Did I help or hinder?
Sure.
I would say you should probably avoid getting the enemy riled up.
I'm sorry.
You would, eh? Okay. I get it. I hear you. Now on, I'll think twice before speaking so lightly of our enemies.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, you're taking it to heart?
Yeah.
To misjudge an opponent's strength is to disclose one's lack thereof. My father used to say that. Being humbled like this drives this point home. Oh, that's enough introspection for one day. Let's head back to the recruitment center to report.
What do you want to do?
Want to go straight back to the entrance?
Say,
Not yet. I want to keep exploring a little.
Stay present and
Let
focused.
us not tarry. While our mission is settled, we ought still beware any foes that remain. Let's finish clearing out the rest of them, I guess. Wouldn't hurt to get more XP. Clearly I need it.
Alright, how's that? I'll give it my all. Okay, let's give this all we've got. Light us power. I'll cut through. In the name, warrior. Let's make an end of it. The end's in sight.
Observe the enemy. I see you!
Mockingbird got them right
It's
in
okay.
the weak
Seeker!
spot.
Still up?
I went strong.
Mockingbird got them right
Let's
in the
go.
weak spot.
Maybe not. Light us power. Win!
I'm intrigued as to why physical skills cause MP though.
Everyone?
But
I
on the
admit,
other hand, I
it
think it's
feels
a
good to get stronger.
It's a good thing that it doesn't cost HP.
I have
I don't
never
know.
known such heights.
I'm just
That
used
was
to
the
it
last
costing HP instead.
Ah. Ah.
I don't know how I feel about the whole physical cost MP as well, but we'll see how it goes.
Come on! We strike first!
This is our chance. Forward! Come forth, royal soul.
You hit their weakness.
I shall fight. No
That's your
holding
idea,
back.
Captain.
Observe the enemy. For all that we strive for! I see you! Ah.
Mockingbird got them right
It's
in the
okay.
weak spot.
Scour! I can't afford to hold back. The end's in sight!
Is everyone alright? There! Almost decided,
We're all
Eric.
counting on you.
Only one left. Finish them off and we're clear. Smooth finish. Great work, everyone. I think that's all of them.
I don't think I can take down the gold ones with strobing that low on MP.
We cannot avoid this fight.
Maybe it's time to head back. This is clearly not the way back.
Looks like they gave up. What a relief.
Oops.
Ah.
Oh, jeez.
So you want to return to the city? When leaving a dungeon, you can choose to return to town, in camp, or continue your travels. However, if you explored the dungeon, you cannot travel again elsewhere on that day. Returning to town or camping will be your only choices. If you set up camp, you can travel from the dungeon the next day.
Hey,
It's going to be night soon. We can't take the runner out in the dark, so we should call it a day and head back. So should we call it a day and head back?
Okay then.
Should we go back to the city and have a nice dinner?
Right?
Let's leave. Tired, huh? Then let's think about what to eat. Back to the Martira Tavern.
Alright.
Well, that's the Gorgon King taken off. Then, now the people who lived around Martira can rest easy. Let woe befall any monster who underestimates his opponents. Are we still on that? But the lesson is learned. Even should something pose no great threat on its own, strength is often found in numbers. We gotta report in at the recruitment center. Well, let's get to that soon.
Nonetheless.
About that sand flash. Hardly seems like one is coming. Do you suppose it might turn for the worse on that day? The seers are rarely wrong, in my experience. Let us assume the weather will change as described.
Feeling worn out?
You all look like you've been put through the ringer. Nothing like food and rest to fuel the mind and body, eh? I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job. I relaxed with my friends, all of us sharing a brief moment of peace.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
We got a major bargain.
Well, I don't say so. Wait, again? Wasn't it just...
Mister?
I wonder how Mister is doing. But I can't ask Miss Fabienne. Maria comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her.
More people missing.
Let's go chat with Maria later.
Take a look.
Is that... Wow! So you defeated the Gorgon King! To take down a whole Gorgon mob, not to mention its leader. You're a right force to be reckoned with. Here's your reward. Take it. It's yours.
We did it.
Very nice.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
Well
I know
done.
I'm popular. Hey, I may need you for the next one as well. Any contract I send your way is as good as done in my book.
Come on!
Listen to all that flattery. Come now, don't be like that. I'm making sure you're well rewarded, aren't I?
All right then. All right then. Where to?
Alright, let's head to where Maria is. Ooh, stroll though.
Mister?
I wanted to give Maria a drawing, but I don't see her anywhere. I should check with Fabienne.
You?
What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be out traveling right now? Or... Oh dear. Did your plan to announce your candidacy fail? That's okay. As long as you're safe and sound. That's what's most important, isn't it? There's a reason I'm here. What do you mean by that? It's probably fine to tell Fabienne and Maria the truth. What? You say you can now return to Grand Trad in an instant? Your gauntlet runner is extra special? What does that mean? Well, you don't seem to be in a particularly defeated mood, so... I suppose I've got no reason to not believe you. And I assume that means you'll be showing your face around here more often, right? Thank goodness. Maria. Well, she's holed herself up in her room. If only we could take her mind off things. Maybe I should show Maria the Tree of Prophecy drawing that Nearest drew. Oh, you have pictures from your trip to give to Maria?
She'll love it.
That's kind of you. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. I'll fetch her from her room. Would you mind keeping an eye on things down here? And I'll tell her about how your traveling magic works. I gave it to Maria, and she really lit up. So thank you.
We did it.
Still, I'm not sure popping in to show her pictures is the wisest idea. She puts on a brave face, but she's not past it all yet. I mean, you're in the middle of your journey, aren't you? If you turn around and leave again, I'm not sure the poor girl's heart could take it. I don't think I have enough of that to do this, right? Yeah.
Sorry.
Alright, hey!
Okay, so we can't do that yet. Then let's head to Stroll then. Oh wait. Oh, I like how he's here. Or request though. Okay. This one I've got 12 days left. Actually, I might as well do this one. But I think I'll call it. Let's go accept some requests. We're in trouble. Serious trouble. Trouble most dire even. Something the matter?
What?
You, an elder. Ugh, I assure you, my problems are beyond your filthy tribe's meager means. My, aren't you full of yourself? You talk big, but I bet your problems are perfectly trivial. You dare mock me, impertinent fairy? Fine. I'll tell you bottom dwellers about my problem. So clean the slum grime out of your ears and listen.
That's terribly unfair.
My wife died in the incident at the Grand Cathedral. She was attacked by one of those reanimated corpses. Fortunately, that means the heirloom necklace that she was wearing, my heirloom necklace, was left lying about somewhere in there. I need it retrieved at any cost. I kinda don't want to do it for you, man, but I'll get it.
Can hardly believe such a thing.
A scrawny, spineless elder like you would stand no chance within that corpse-laden mausoleum. I'm not stupid enough to place any of my faith in you. But if you happen to be acquainted with an actual, honorable, and courageous warrior, then tell them this. Whoever brings back my black jewel necklace from within the Grand Cathedral's mausoleum, I will bestow a reward of 4,000 reeds. The necklace was stolen by some sort of large, ghostly monster. From what I've heard, the army plans to simply seal off the entrance to the mausoleum in August. Before that happens, I will need the assistance of a brave warrior.
If so...
Why don't we become the brave warriors he's looking for? We can show him up and collect a reward in the process.
Let's give it a shot.
I got a month to
Okay,
do this, so I'm not too worried. The necklace is in the underground mausoleum, right? We passed through there when we went to the Grand Cathedral. We didn't fully explore it, so we don't know what else could be in there. We should be prepared for a fight. So that explains the unexplorable areas. I was wondering why. We're still able to go back in, I guess.
Back again.
What is it? Come to ask about the job? This lady owns the Igniter shop, right? Bet the pay would be decent. Might be worth taking the job if it's nothing too crazy. Do I have enough? Let's go. If I put my overflowing wisdom on display, I'll be able to stand my ground with people as powerful as this woman. Let's go.
Yes.
Well, well. I suppose you really are more than you seem. I certainly can't imagine Grius would have worked with any normal child. Glad to hear it. Now, I'd like to see what you're made of.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Brigitte. I run this shop and manage trade of magic igniters. This is your first time in Grand Trad, you mentioned. Then, what do you think of magic igniters?
I suppose they make some things easier?
Aha! Situationally easier, but not broadly useful, eh? You have a good grasp of it then. Alright, next. Are you good at keeping secrets?
I'm afraid that's a secret.
Are you trying to be funny? At least you're not short on nerve. Then, I have one last question. Do you believe in God?
Not the one everyone else does. I have my own beliefs.
In other words, not the god of sanctism. Well, that's enough for me. Yes. I think there's potential in you. I'd like to ask you to handle an extermination mission. You're fit for the task. The fact is, our trade route for Ignitus has been, shall we say, compromised. A local monster's apparently made the place its feeding grounds. Evidence suggests its actual nest is near the place I personally checked out. I want you to go there, find it, and exterminate it.
Wait, hold on just a moment. You're asking us to handle something so important? Is that even okay?
I'm asking you precisely because it's so important. There are reasons I'd rather not bring this to the guard. I usually prefer discretion with these sorts of things anyway. Especially with groups like them. But if Grius trusts you, then I certainly can.
How are you connected with Grius?
I hardly think that bears discussion right now.
What do you think? It does seem like she could use the help, but...
You will be compensated, of course, and generously. There's also the option of discounts on my stock, if that appeals. Additionally, rumor has it there's even treasure to be found at the monster nest. I'd say the potential rewards are a fair match for the risk.
Sounds good to me. It's a strange request, but someone connected to Grius probably wouldn't try to trick us. It doesn't seem like a bad deal between the compensation and treasure.
I hope you've no objections to the job.
Understood.
Thank you. You're bound for Belega Corridor. It's only a short distance away from here.
This one's important.
I need to slay Gutaros in Belega Corridor. The informant in Grand Trad, who's usually at the Hush Honeybee Inn on Sunshade Road, should have more details.
It's here. Just think of the goodies that might be hiding inside. And right there's a labyrinth.
Don't die out there now.
Oh, I've already died plenty of times, don't worry about that. The monster at Belega Corridor, right? I bet an informant would know something about it. Okay, feels like I made decent progress. Think I'll call it off for... call it a day? Yeah. Just gonna save real quick.